Hello and welcome to this video on how to use Podman with a public registry. The plan today is to outline what a container registry is and then to walk through using a public registry. In this instance we will be using the Oracle Container Registry instead of Docker Hub. So without further ado, let's get started by briefly outlining what a container registry is. A registry is a central location for hosting and distributing different container images. A repository, on the other hand, is a collection of the same container images having different tags. There are two types of registry, public and private. Public registries are very accessible to anyone, usually cloud-based, and offer little or no security features to control access, etc., but in return host a wide range of different containers. Private registries only host those containers needed for the business applications and are usually configured to meet the organization's internal security requirements and then enforce these security and privacy measures on the images used in their applications. Private registries can be hosted either in the cloud or air-gapped, which means having no external connectivity, on physical hardware also located on the business premises. You may be wondering which is better. Well, both have their uses. Most companies source their base images from a public registry and then host their own applications based upon these originals on a private, internally hosted registry, thereby ensuring both privacy and security for their own internally deployed applications. If you want to know how to pull an image and use it within Podman, please refer to the previous video called Pulling an Image Using Podman on Oracle Linux 8. For now, this video will describe a change that has occurred since that video was produced, namely that the configuration file now returns containers from both the public Oracle registry as well as from Docker Hub, as I will show you shortly. So let's quickly log on to an instance and take a look at the configuration file and then look at how to pull an Oracle image from the Oracle registry. First of all, we need an open terminal session into our instance. For reference, this instance is a minimal install of Oracle Linux 8 which has been fully updated, and then the Oracle Linux module providing the container tools, container-tools:/OL8 has been installed. So before we download anything, let's look at where the configuration file that Podman uses are located. So open a command prompt and type ls//etc/containers. This will show a list of several files, one of which will be called registries.conf. If we take a look at that file, amongst other things, it will define the registries that will be used by Podman when the podman -search command is used. To look at our configuration, use your favorite editor. I'll be using Vi in this way: vi//etc/containers/registries.conf. Now scroll a short way down until you encounter a line that starts with unqualified-search-registries ==. On the right hand side of the equal sign, notice there is a couple of locations: container-registry.oracle.com and docker.io. This means it will return any information it finds from a search of both of these registries. So now we know where Podman will look. Let's take a look at how the information is returned to us by asking Podman to search for a container using the public registry and then retrieve and use that container. Instead of looking for the traditional Hello World application, which doesn't exist on every public registry, I will instead look for a minimal version of Oracle Linux 8 because I know it's there. Remaining on the same command prompt, let's ask Podman to search through the standard registry locations that have been defined when it ships by issuing this search command: podman -search -Oracle Linux -pipe symbol -head -n -10 to initiate the search and return the first 10 results. If you look at the uppermost lines, it should be possible to see a reference to the Oracle hosted public registry. As mentioned earlier, a previous video, Pulling an Image Using Podman on Oracle Linux 8, outlines how to use Scopio to retrieve information about the tags available. Please refer to that if you wish to remain wholly on the command line. For now, I'll show an alternative method to locate the tags which is available. For that, you need to open a browser and navigate to https://container-registry.oracle.com. which will list the different categories of Oracle software that is hosted there. Scroll down and click on the link called OS, which also has a Linux Penguin on there. This will show you two options, Oracle Linux or Registry. Click on the Oracle Linux hyperlink. Now scroll down the page, past all the information outlining what this section provides, how to use the software, license details, etc. until you reach the section called Tags. This is where the tag that we will use will be listed. For now, we want as small an image as possible, hence we will look for an Oracle Linux 8 tag called Slim, which is very similar to the minimal install type. Note that both Oracle Linux 7 and Oracle Linux 8 64-bit images for Intel and ARM are provided. Anyway, what we want is the Intel Oracle 8 Slim version, and this site shows us that the tag we need to use is 8-Slim. Note that the website also provides a Docker pull command to use. However, as we're using Podman, we need to replace the reference to Docker with Podman in this way. Podman space pull space container dash registry.oracle.com /os /Oracle Linux :8-slim. Wait while it downloads, then confirm it has downloaded locally by typing podman space images. This will list all the containers currently residing on your local machine. If you want to verify that it really does run, you can start the container and open a shell by entering this command, podman space run space -- name equals Oracle shell space -it space container dash registry.oracle.com /os /Oracle Linux :8-slim space /bin /bash. You should now be connected to a running instance of the Oracle Linux 8 container that you've just downloaded. We can verify that we've now connected to the container by running whoami. Notice that it returns the root user. So, to leave this container and return back to our normal environment, enter exit. So, what have we done? We have now downloaded an Oracle Linux 8 container from the Oracle hosted public registry and run it. We have also touched on how Podman knows which registries to use while searching. The registries.conf file can be edited further as needed, however covering all of the options available is beyond the scope of this video. For now, I hope this overview of what a public container registry is, together with how Podman knows which registries to search for and a short demonstration of using the Oracle registry has helped you. In the meantime, many thanks for watching, and for additional information on Oracle Podman, please access the Oracle Linux documentation or the Oracle Linux Learning Library.